Hello, this is Aquafortis from Aquafortis Astrology. And this video we are going to look at Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius, its date and shadow period, what is a retrograde, Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius, Mercury retrograde story in Sagittarius, and Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius story by sun sign. So let's start from the basics and what is a retrograde. So from the Earth's point of view, the planet is seen going backwards, like when you're overtaking a slower moving car, right? So astrologically speaking, however, when the planet is retrograde, it is jumping up and down, calling for our attention. The things associated with that planet become highly emphasized during its retrograde period. It's putting us in our face and saying, now look at me because this is very important. So retrogrades ask us to look back and to reconsider all the things that are linked to that planet. So Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius. The date of Mercury actually being retrograde is from the 3rd of December 2017 up to the 23rd of December 2017. The degrees it's going to be going backwards and forwards is from the 13th degree of Sagittarius up to the 29th degree 18 seconds of Sagittarius. The actual time span where Mercury will be going up and down, jumping up and down, so to speak, to call our attention is between the 15th of November 2017 up to the 10th of January 2018. He is retracing Saturn's story. Saturn has been at the 13th degree of Sagittarius on the 19th of January 2016. That was the first time that Saturn hit that degree, 13th degree of Sagittarius. And he started telling a story, and Mercury is going back to fetch that story and see if we have understood that story. So Mercury in Sagittarius is thoughts and communications on fire. It's always looking for something new and exciting. He is the seeker of the truth that gives meaning to life. He does negotiations with foreign cultures, with foreign things that are kilometers away from our way of thinking, just to open our minds. He is hyperactive and with a very short time span, and he doesn't like to look at details. In fact, Mercury does not like to be in Sagittarius at all, because it makes him very restless, and he has no time, enough time, to think in a stable and constant manner. Just now, Mercury in Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter and Scorpio. So Jupiter in Scorpio is asking Mercury in Sagittarius to go beyond the face value, to look at the details, and to go deep and bring forth all that has been hidden, even if we don't like it or we don't want to hear it. So the story, what's the story is about? Saturn in Sagittarius has shown us our limits in our freedom of movement, freedom of thought, limitations in our travels, philosophies, religion, has limited our enthusiasm because he wanted to shrivel it to the bare minimum. What is that gives you meaning in life? What is that burns inside of you, that you want to travel far and away with it because you really believe it has a message for you? He wants us to get to the core, to that single core there, because that it was going to sustain us for the next 30 years of the story. So Mercury will go back on this Saturn's journey, and like a very enthusiastic detective, will dig deep in the truth and present us to us, even if we like it or not. He is giving us a chance, Mercury, before Saturn goes in Capricorn, to have our Saturn in Sagittarius story really learned thoroughly well. Well, just imagine as if the universe is shouting, It's revision time. It's the final exams time. Come on. So in the meantime, in his journey backwards retracing Saturn's story, Mercury will be meeting other planets. They will help him along. So let's meet the helpers of Mercury. So in the shadow period, in the slowing down period, Mercury will first talk to Mars in Libra on the 17th of November 2017. Both are not happy here. Mars in Libra is not happy. He's frustrated. Mars is in Mercury in Sagittarius. He's feeling very restless and hyperactive, but they are helping each other out. They're making the best out of it and to make the least possible damage. Then Mercury will talk with the unconventional Uranus, that is retrograde in Aries, on the 25th of November. So this will amplify the fire energy, the passionate energy. Uranus is telling Mercury, I'm here giving you all that I have. I'm still getting sorted out. I'm still trying to see what happened in the past and why it didn't work out. But this is what I got. I know it can be shocking, but believe me, it will help you out. Then Mercury meets Saturn in Sagittarius on the 28th of November. And Saturn tells him, look, this has been my story in Sagittarius. I'm nearly done now. I'm going to Capricorn soon. Just please go and check that all have received the message and they have understood the message. On the 3rd of December, Mercury starts his revision. He starts moving backwards. He starts his retrograde period. And he starts his search for truth and those parts that we didn't get right the first time and that we have to then redo again. In his journey going backwards on Saturn's footsteps, Mercury meets again Saturn in Sagittarius for the last time on the 6th of December. Mercury gives Saturn what he has just retrieved from his retrograde period, and Saturn looks at it and gives him his final instructions and bids him farewell until they meet again in Capricorn in January 2018, just after the shadow period and going forward has just ended. This is the last time that Mercury and Saturn will meet in Sagittarius. They will meet again in 30 years from now. Also on that day, that is the 6th of December, Mercury meets again Mars. They share notes on their progress or lack of. They support each other, they give each other a pat on the back, and Mercury encourages Mercury to keep on going in his journey backwards. On the 10th of December, Mercury meets Uranus for the second time. Now both are looking backwards. They are both going retrograde. They are both trying to see what didn't work on the first time. So Uranus says to Mercury, here you go. This just didn't work out. Try and think outside the box and you'll get it right. So nodding, Mercury continues with his journey. On the 13th of December, Sun and Mercury meet over beautiful hills overlooking a vast countryside that takes to unknown places. Sun is restless and wants to move ahead. She wants to explore and travel. The world is one great idealistic playground. Mercury is less stressed too, but his journey is taking him on the opposite side of where the Sun is going. He says to the Sun, perhaps I have overcommitted and I haven't seen all the details. And Sun tells him, don't worry, have faith. You'll find new pathways and you'll definitely be back home. Don't worry. On the 15th of December, it's Venus' time to meet Mercury. They meet in Sagittarius, they have a passionate talk, they are a tete-a-tete, and Venus is all pumped up with enthusiasm. She wants to run away with her exotic dreams, have fun, and travel the world. Mercury takes note, although he's not sure it's actually a great idea for now. On the 23rd of December, Mercury reaches his furthest point of moving backwards, that is the 13th degree of Sagittarius. He has talked to many, noted a lot of things. We have now got the message several times of what we need to do. And now Mercury says, okay, I'm done. I'm going to shift my gaze towards the future, and I will start retracing my steps to go further to the 29th degree of Sagittarius. So, from the 23rd of December, the retrograde period has finished, but we are now in the shadow period of Mercury having to reach back those degrees he had gone backwards in. On the 7th of January 2018, Mercury meets again with Uranus for the third time, but this time Mercury has finished his revision too, so both are moving forward. And Uranus tells Mercury, now are you ready to be who you really are? Are you ready to fight for your freedom and for what you think is true? Are you ready? Because I'm all here for you. And Mercury says, yes, I am. Let's go. On the 10th of January 2010, Mercury reaches again the 29th degree, 18 seconds of Sagittarius, where all the retrograde had started. So he has done all the paths, backwards and forward, backward and forward. The story of Saturn and Mercury in Sagittarius is now finished. So let's look by zodiac sign roughly what the story has been about and it is about. So for Aries, it is about how you look at the meaning, for the meaning in life, how you look for meaning in life. Taurus, what you project on others. Gemini, how you relate in one-to-one relationships. Cancer, your duties and your obligations. Leo, what brings you joy and pleasure. Virgo, where do you feel you really belong? Libra, how do you communicate with others? Scorpio, what do you really need to feel secure? Sagittarius, how do you take care of yourself? Capricorn, how do you deceive yourself and others? Aquarius, who are your friends? Pisces, how do I contribute to society? Now, obviously, this is a general take on both of Saturn's and Mercury's story in Sagittarius. It all gets modified according to the planets being involved and according to the individual's natal chart. So, should you like to know how to wrap up this story of Saturn in Sagittarius and Mercury in Sagittarius in the best possible way, just send me a message on my Facebook page as Aquafortis Astrology to book a private consultation. If you like this video, please thumbs up, subscribe, comment and share. Thank you and bye for now.